So welcome to another installment of the Fragments of Silicon reviews. 4 reviews up this week. No impressions, no early access, so just straightforward reviews. The first of which is Funk of Titans. As Perseus, the son of Zeus and protector of the funk, your task is to smash the rap, pop, and rock of the evil music titans. Only one music can survive, and the funk is the music of the gods. There's a lot to unpack here.
I'm pretty sure if Greek Roman religions had clauses for heresy, whoever thought this up would be burned at the stake.
Well, putting that aside, really, the genre of music you decided to throw down with was funk? Look, I like funk well enough, but... Jeez, the music of the gods? That's a bit much. Not helping things is, first of all, the music, while it doesn't suck, it's very nondescript. It's shockingly bland. It's not very funky. At least from what I heard. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't surprise me too much because this is a very strange game to be seeing on console. Because it's an auto runner. I can't call it an endless runner because it's not. What they did, they took the auto runner concept and placed it in a traditional platforming framework. Or at least an attempt was made. How successful they were, not all that successful.
I would say it's the best one of these I've ever played, but it's not the worst.
Right. Like I said, it's just such a weird alignment of choices. I don't know if they chose the auto runner to stand out amongst the sea of other indie platform games. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, fair enough. But also, you kind of have to be not so much good at it, but it doesn't make any thematic sense. What does auto running have to do with funk? Or really any musical genre?
It's good to have something nice to listen to while you're doing it.
Well, the thing is, it's not even rhythmically tuned. Maybe that was a bit obvious, but that would have made sense. You got to time your attacks or jumps or whatever to the beat. Mm-hmm. We've certainly seen that before, but as opposed to this, and right here on screen, we've got this Flappy Bird mini game thing. Once again, it's got all the sensibilities of a mobile game. But as far as I can tell, Funk of Titans here was never a mobile game. Apparently, it was built for consoles or PC first.
Well, the date is 2015. Could it have possibly been for the Ouya?
I didn't see anything for the Ouya. I saw things for the Wii U and the Vita. Mm. So that means this thing is a supporter of failed systems nonetheless. Though probably the worst mechanical aspect of this was the wall jumping.
Yeah.
There's a reason why auto runners don't try to do wall jumps. It feels very not good.
I feel like there must be some that do, but they're usually Super Mario Run or whatever probably did.
Probably, but
what
certainly
they do,
not.
It's usually set up for use in fairly specific places where it's obvious that that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I suppose so, but outside of the janky wall jumping, everything else here is competent.
Mhm.
And strictly speaking, this game calls itself a 2-button platform game. One to jump, the other to swing your weapon. And your goal in each stage is to they don't use stars but they got the functional equivalent of that. You get a reward for like a golden sheen
Metal, maybe?
with some Latin phrasing. But anyway, your 3 rewards are getting all the records, killing all the enemies, and getting that Pegasus horse toy. Also worth noting, not every level you can do that. Like some of the Pegasi are locked away behind doors that require weapons to smash that particular barrier, which you get in the shop. And you get like shop weapons via you might see those bars. Another mobile sensibility right there, i.e. you accomplish a goal, like say smash 30 vases, kill 30 enemies. If you've played a mobile game, like a mobile endless runner, you've seen this meter. And it's got all the hang-ups of that, i.e. It didn't take me long to get a quest that I had no idea to do and no way to unlock, so I was kind of up against the wall. That was like run 3 courses naked. No idea how to do that.
Apparently, if you get hit, you lose your clothes. Do with that as you will.
Doing some ghouls and ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was like a specific, mode that you unlock. Also, that kind of thing is antithetical to how people play games. At least, at the outset. It's like a challenge runs. But like I said, that's nothing that out of the ordinary in terms of that kind of reward. I hate it in mobile games. Is the point I'm getting.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it in terms of the basic structure of the game here. About the only other respite is the bosses. They're terrible. Because another gaming mechanical sin. Because they're all fucking QTEs.
Fun.
Like, not once again, not even rhythmically timed. Or at least the one I played didn't. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't even get out of the first world here. Because, this game wears out its welcome pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not a surprise because, you're using all the mechanics of games that are usually played for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe like 15, however long a really good run goes, and then you move on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and yeah, I suppose there are people out there who can spend hours of their lives playing, say, Jetpack Joyride or whatever. I'm not one of them.
Right.
Because, on basis, this is a perfectly serviceable auto runner with a few neat ideas, just kind of hampered by subpar game feel and particular mechanics like the wall jumps are just not good. Like, don't really have anything else to say about the game itself, other than, right, I did want to mention the graphics, because for a 2015 downloadable game, this does look fairly below what even those standards. To wit, this game looks like a WiiWare game. Maybe an early Xbox Live Arcade game. A very low poly, very underwhelming graphically. Like, by this point, we could do better.
Right.
Anyway, and in terms of pricing, this one's a hard one to measure in the sense that it's only $7. So in terms of like platformer standards and indie titles, it's all right price-wise. By endless runner measures, this is pretty expensive. And right. I think along the lines of what this genre is trying, what it is, I can't really recommend it because you probably have a smartphone, and therefore you have access to a whole boatload of these kind of games.
I mean, yeah, you might have ads, but even some of the older ones, you could still get adless mode for less than the price of this.
Or hell, if you want a one of these that is better, that we've reviewed, and on like PCs and stuff, Muse Dash.
Oh, and right, that was a thing we played. Yes,
like definitely pick that up before this. Like this I would call just a failed experiment.
I guess unless you're ungodly into funk.
Now, if you're into that, you'd want something that's actually funky. This is this is not that.
No, that's valid.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that'll about do it for Funkin' Titans here. Be sure to tune in after the break, as Petty Fan will be reviewing Moods.